If you're watching this video, chances are you've been called too nice before. And deep down, you know it's not actually a compliment. Maybe you've noticed that the women you're interested in seem to lose attraction over time. Or you feel exhausted from constantly saying yes to everyone around you. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Being nice and being respected are two completely different things, and confusing them is probably sabotaging your relationships without you even realizing it. Are you tired of being the nice guy who always finishes last? You're about to discover why personality beats looks every single time, backed by empirical research from top universities. We'll uncover the exact traits that make men irresistible to women, explore what ancient Stoic philosophers knew about attraction that most men today have forgotten, and reveal the one mindset shift that can transform how women see you. By the end of this video, you'll understand why trading your backbone for applause is the fastest way to kill attraction. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why people-pleasing repels the very people you're trying to attract, the psychology behind why bad boys seem to have an unfair advantage, and most importantly, how to transform from someone who gets taken for granted into someone who commands genuine respect and attraction. Why nice isn't enough in dating. Agreeable versus assertive. Studies do find that women value agreeableness in a partner. They often say they want a kind, caring mate. But there's a difference between being considerate and being spineless. Women will like that you're nice, but if you never express yourself or stand up for what you want, respect can fade. As James Freeman Clarke observed in 1886, false manliness flatters women, but it does not respect them. Flattery, extra compliments, over-explanations, feels fake if it's not backed by real confidence. In fact, that Clarke quote continues, "Manly strength respects her heart, and this is the real chivalry." In modern terms, it's not just how sweetly you smile, but how steadfastly you treat her as an equal that wins lasting attraction. Loss of attraction. In early dating, being nice might get you in the door, but attraction often requires a little challenge and mystery. If you always say yes to plans, agree with everything, and hide your true feelings to avoid upsetting her, you become predictably safe, but also a bit boring and needy. Women, and people in general, respect a man who has boundaries. One counselor advises men that if someone can't even talk to you honestly, they won't value you. A partner may start losing attraction if you never express desires or if she feels she can walk all over you. As Dr. Glover notes in No More Mr. Nice Guy, nice guys learned that his safety, love, and worth depended on staying small, agreeable, and inoffensive. But that small stance makes him invisible, reflective and emotional, empathetic but uncompromising. Attraction shaped by respect. Real-life surveys back this. In one large study of 68,000 people, kindness was ranked the most important trait by almost 90% of women. But the key is genuine kindness, not servility. When a man is quietly strong and kind, he's seen as valuable. Researchers found that when people get to know someone's good character, hard work, leadership, kindness, that person's attractiveness rises markedly. Conversely, someone who's habitually lazy or manipulative is judged harshly. One woman even admitted rating a man in her yearbook as ugly once she remembered how horrible he was. In short, build your character and respect. The chemistry will follow. Even at work, the nice guy can get steamrolled. Avoiding conflict and always being agreeable makes him the reliable support, not the respected leader. In professional settings, the same dynamic happens. People respect those who can speak up and take charge. As one expert explains, reliability is fine, but leadership requires backbone. People respect leaders who are clear, direct, and occasionally disagreeable, not ones who aim to please. A man who never sets boundaries, like, "I'm sorry, I can't do that tonight," or takes risks, asking someone out, voicing a complaint, will be seen as support staff, not a decision maker.
In dating and life, that means you miss out on respect and excitement. Others get sidelined, not you. Stoicism teaches us to value inner virtue over external approval. Epictetus, the ancient Stoic, warned sharply, "If you turn to externals with a view to pleasing someone, you have lost your plan of life." Philosophy. In other words, sacrificing your principles just to make someone else happy means you've abandoned your own goals. Epictetus also said, "Never depend on the admiration of others. Who cares what other people think about you?" Modern counseling echoes this. Basing your self-worth on being liked sets you up to become other people's emotional dumpster, always picked at and blamed. A Stoic doesn't shut off empathy. He still loves and serves his partner, but he does it from strength, not from fear of rejection. Instead of anxiously trying to avoid every slight, a Stoic practice might be, identify what's truly in your control. You can control your own actions, values, and integrity. You can't control whether someone else is annoyed if you say no. When a conflict arises, a Stoic would calmly express his honest feeling or quietly walk away, trusting that authenticity is better than fake niceness. As one blogger realized the hard way, "In my attempts to make everyone else happy, I lost control of my own identity." Stoicism tells us the more you respect yourself, the more others will respect you. This doesn't mean being angry or cruel. Even Marcus Aurelius counseled treating others fairly, but it does mean being respectfully assertive. True chivalry, to use Clarke's word, is lifting a partner up, not bowing down to her whims.
Know your worth. Remind yourself, as Epictetus did, that approval is not your currency. Write down, "I am not responsible for others' happiness," and "I can set boundaries without abandoning love." Practice saying no in small things. It's a muscle. Set healthy boundaries. This might feel uncomfortable at first. Start with something minor, like, "Hey, I can't stay late tonight," and slowly work up to bigger requests. As Tiny Buddha author Eileen advises, you aren't treating yourself with love and respect when you say yes to something, but really want to say no. Value your time and needs. Notice that each time you honor yourself, you earn more respect from others and from yourself. Express honestly, calmly. If a date or partner does something you dislike, tell them. Use I statements, "I feel," rather than accusations, so it's clear this is about you being authentic, not attacking. Emotional vulnerability builds trust more than silent compliance. Cultivate inner strength. Do things that build confidence. Pursue passions. Speak up in small group settings. Practice a Stoic exercise, like reflecting each evening on one thing you did authentically. Therapy or men's groups can help unpack deep fears. The goal isn't to stop kindness. It's to stop strategic niceness that costs you your soul. Keep the kindness, dump the anxiety. John was known as the sweetest guy in his friend circle. He never argued, took every complaint seriously, and even gave up his plans to help his girlfriend Karen with hers. At first, Karen loved how caring he was, but over time, she grew frustrated. John never said what he wanted. Dates, dinners, even their movie choices. He always agreed to her choice, never suggesting something himself. Eventually, Karen admitted she felt more like my mom than my boyfriend. The attraction had faded. John felt confused and hurt. He thought he was being good, and now he was losing Karen. After months of drifting, John opened up to a friend and discovered the term people pleaser. He read that many nice guys unwittingly become doormats, suppressing their own needs. One blog hit home. "In my attempts to make everyone else happy, I lost control of my own identity." John realized he had been living by others' expectations, not his own. Slowly, John changed course. The next time Karen wanted to cancel plans last minute, John said, "Actually, I had something else planned I'm really excited about, and I'd like to do that." It was a small no, but it felt huge. He started casually voicing his opinions, like,
I really like that band, and sometimes suggested new activities. Karen noticed a spark returning. He seemed more interesting and assured. When a disagreement came up, Karen joked about flirting with someone. John calmly said it made him uncomfortable, and she listened. They worked it out like adults. In time, John found something incredible. Karen respected him more. She told him, "I love that you stand up for yourself. It makes me feel secure too." John didn't stop being kind or attentive. He just balanced it with honesty and self-respect. At work, he also started pitching his own project ideas instead of always supporting others. People finally saw him as leadership material, not just that nice guy. John's story shows the difference between kindness and respect. By learning to value himself, he actually became more loved. As Tiny Buddha's Eileen learned, people-pleasing is a trap. You alone are responsible for your happiness. Other people's happiness isn't your responsibility. And just because I was overly nice didn't mean they had to treat me the same way. Here's the truth. Being too nice is not love, it's fear. Fear of rejection, fear of losing her, fear of not being enough. But when you replace fear with respect, for yourself and for her, you stop being the guy she tolerates and you become the man she admires. So if you're tired of being overlooked, stop trying to please your way into her heart. Stand firm, speak truth, lead with respect. Because niceness doesn't keep women, strength does.